victory football ahead of us as it's all teed up and ready. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. This return starts at the 5. This gets out to the 30 before he stops. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Looking for the back that time. And now it's second down. From the gun, Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. And again, it's Jackson. Caught by his running back. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 from the 41. It was almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Never the defensive front who contained the play, it typically goes for a whole lot more.
They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Lamar now from the gun. That one finds his man, likely. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Has it on the slant. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got. Now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. And leading them out, going strong, well over a decade now after entering the league as a first-rounder out of Delaware, it's Joe Flacco.
The former Super Bowl champion, I think, surprised all of us, Kate, going from the couch to comeback player of the year. And while everybody thought the career was over, he still shows that he's got some RPMs and some velo in that right arm of his.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Stays in the pocket. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. He'll throw it yet again. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 3rd and 4 coming up now. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 3rd down, well inside field goal range. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd down, whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Ravens and DeAndre Hopkins getting set for this next offensive possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. Jackson getting his guys in the hurry up.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
They'll throw on 1st. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. And that was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Connects with Bateman. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. And it's Carson Swessinger who got over there for the stop. Browns in a dime set. 3rd down coming, trying to lock up those passing lanes. Caught by Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. We get to Henry on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he taken down right along the 30. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
First and 10 now from the 30. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
2nd and 3. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he'll go down here at the 16. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Jackson trying to get on 2nd down. Into traffic, complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. It's the Ravens with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Turning to Henry on 3rd, and he will carry this across for the Baltimore The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on second down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, Robert Carr. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. The Browns looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a two-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where I promise you the weather is much nicer than what we've been watching. But who doesn't love a snow globe game? And the meteorologists tell us we're in for more of it in the second half. So time now to get back out and join our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, King? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw on third and long. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Browns are lined up to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Has it at the 37. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, there's a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 46. That is rejected at the line as we see in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Got a man, it's Njoku. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Throw left side finds Johnson. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Dive play straight ahead. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 1. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
1st down, Browns.
Jenkins up the middle. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, control that nose tackle. Number 2, you've got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Play action on 1st down. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. And forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Hits his running back. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well. That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick, or send it deep.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
The goal of running that drag route was to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They're looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. We got the football caught, but not the first. That's not just shy of the marker. 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Browns trail by 8. 2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. Setting up the screen to Johnson. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 from the 41.
And the Browns first down.
Here he is to throw. Finds him over the middle. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Brings up second down.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Well, Brock, they could have gone run to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another run for Henry. He makes the 25. And finally, they take him down at the 36-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, you get some serious yards on the table.
1st down, ball at the 36. Running once more with Henry. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And in a game that the weather certainly made a throwback, these teams fought it out at that line of scrimmage. Points were harder, each yard was harder, everything about this win, Brock, earned down there in the cold and snow. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.